Alright, some modern Eldrazi here. This is definitely a keeper. We've got a turn one play. Wait, it's gonna be a minute before we can cast this terminate, but I think it will be fine. We have turn one relic. Let's see, I'm not gonna make this mistake this time with the mana. But in this case I don't think it matters, so may as well do this. In case we draw another one, we can turn two Thought Knot. But yeah, I mean, we get to lead Relic into Talisman into Thought Knot here. And then, we're one black or red source away from Terminate. And we can probably cast a lot of spells. Also, of course, there's always the possibility that Relic of Virginity, this is just really good. Especially given how he sort of tanked when he saw that. So I don't know if that's just him getting into the game or that's like, oh, this is really good against me, sort of thing. I'm not very good against that. Oh, come on, game. Alright, well, we'll see. I'm just doing this now so I can F6. Because that's what's going to get exiled regardless here. Ancestral Vision, okay. Well, I like that we found a Smasher. That's pretty good. Now we can, yeah. If we draw a processor, we could process it. Would it be worth, if I drew Wasteland Strangler, worth processing the Ancestral Vision? I think it would be. You basically trade your Wasteland Strangler for his Ancestral Vision, but it's a mana win for him, but a lot of card advantage. Well, you remove card advantage from him, you don't really get it, but either way, I would do it. As it turns out, I'm just going to play this Thought Knot Seer and or Smasher. It depends on what he does. If he Ghost Quarter. Well, that's annoying. We get our swamps. Actually, could have been worse, really. Because we don't get to smash him now, but we can Thought Knot him. Alright, let's see here. Oh, nice. Strained him with a bunch of lands. Now he's got two Ancestral Visions, so the clock is on. So really we just want to draw land and play our... we did not. Say we just want to draw land and play Smasher and just kill him. Alright, so that's not an option, but we can play Displacer here. Crack the Relic at the end of the turn to try to draw a land, so we have two shots at drawing a land to play Smasher. Not quite. Also not quite. Okay. And we have this in his draw step. So it doesn't kill him next turn, though. This does that. So I could play the Talisman. I can play Talisman Hangerback. Or I can play... I don't want him to Wrath us. Right? That's the scariest thing. This might be best. I'm going to Thought Knot him in his draw step. Because I would like him to not play Wrath of God. That would be the worst card. I think we can beat most other things. Yep. And we want to make sure we let him draw first here. Oh, you can just path it, I guess. Yeah. We have no other because we drew both our basics. All three of our basics, actually, in a very unlucky. Yep, that's too bad. Unfortunate. But if he does this, we at least get to resolve a Smasher. And we do that. So it's 4, 5. I guess we should leave up Terminate. Oh, we can kill him, right? I will just kill him. That seems better than not killing him. The old terminate the Wall of Omens play. Yeah, we lost. We lose to like Vapor Snag or Spell Pierce, which he didn't have. So I think he's just dead. All right, good. Because that was gonna get ugly. He was gonna have a bunch of cards, but we got there, and now we get a lot of good stuff against them. All right, so things that are not good at all are the Wasteland Stranglers, which the Terminate's probably not great either, even though it was MVP of that game. Which means we can cut some of the relics too, because we don't have to process anymore. So the question is, do we want like Slaughter Games in here? Slaughter Games over sort of like he's white blue control, sort of like Ratchet Bomb and Dreadbore. I definitely like Dreadbore, and I like the pass. The bolts aren't very good. Bolts aren't good at all. Slaughter Games should be better than that. We name Snapcaster or Gideon Jura or something. He's just white blue control. This seems reasonable. I don't think we want the engineered explosives. We have a lot of discard for him, followed up by. Yeah, I mean, you hit him with like 3 discard spells in the first couple turns and followed up with a Thought Knot. This hand's iffy, but we're on the draw, so I think I'm going to keep it. It's got a lot of good stuff in it. It's not great. This hand is not great. Maybe it's better than Mulligan, actually. I don't know. I mean, we go Thoughtseize on 1, Hanger back on 2, and, you know, we have 3 shots at that point to draw a land. to follow up. You know, just Kolagon's command, buying back, Hanger back, can be very good against them. There's that. That's good. All right, so get a Blood Crypt here. None of these make colorless yet, though. That's the only problem. You know, the old Lava Axe myself on turn 1. Huh. Those are good cards. Yeah. I feel like I have to take the Vision. Because he's going to get a Mana Leak something. Gosh. I take the Snapcast there. His hand's pretty good. He's short on lands, though. So I get real ballsy, just take his Wall of Omens. I don't think that's right, though. Maybe we take... See, I bet it's almost certain that he's going to play Ghost Quarter and play Wall because he needs to draw lands. Which means we should be able to resolve Hangerback Walker, which he can't interact with right now. We could take the Mana Leak to guarantee that that's the case. Depends on what he draws, really. I don't think that's good. I think we just take this. That's actually a super difficult decision. But I think he's going to play his Wall. Because he shouldn't... He needs cards. He shouldn't be scared. He didn't see Hangerback. So if I'm him, I'm not concerned about Hanger. Well, just kidding. I mean, that's fine. Like, that's a fine play on his part. He probably drew a land. And that's what really changes stuff for him there. Maybe I was wrong on my part. I don't know. No, alright. Fair enough. This will still work out then. Here's what I'm going to do. You don't have to like this play. I don't know if it's good. I'm going to play the Hangerback for 2. I'm shocking myself because I'm probably just going to path it if he attacks. If he tries to do something to kill it, right? If he paths it, great, we go get our waste. If he did something else to kill it, I would probably just path it in response. And I think the 2 life is worth having that option because it would mean he spent mana and we could untap with colorless up to Thought Knot. Unfortunately, we have no processors left in the deck. So let's see. And he's got his land. He's playing his wall. He's got Dispel up. Okay. It's a pretty good draw. We're just going to have to try to fight through this Ancestral Vision. He's going to dispel the first Kolaghan's command. That's fine. He's got Mana Leak too, so I don't actually even think we gain much here by... This game's going to be rough. We just run our Kolaghan's commands and everything gets run into a counterspell. It's painful as hell. Probably fetching a swamp with this one. Save the damage a little bit. We seem to have our colors. Nothing we can do about Dispel, though. We just want to try to draw discard. Like Inquisition level discard. Thoughtseize, Collective Brutality, that sort of thing. But we do have this Hangerback, which is good against him. If he passes it, we get our way. So I don't think it's worth... Because if we Kolaghan's command, he's just going to dispel it, and then he's going to Mana Leak the next one. Okay. Now we have a plan, because if we make him burn some mana, then we can at least resolve... We can try to resolve Thought Knots here. Actually, we could just play... This is better. Just play Displacer. Because we can pay for Mana Leak. We may Mana Leak it so we can't hang her back. No, I mean, we can't blink our... We'd never blink our hanger back anyways, obviously, so that doesn't matter. Is that we don't have the option up to blink with it. And he probably plays something like Supreme Verdict, but Hangerback's just very good in this situation. He's got all the visions, though. So that is unfortunate. Okay, so... Do we Kolaghan's command? Prob's not. I think we'll just try to play this Hangerback plan. No, now we'll do this. I'll bolt it. Get it off the field. Bolting him's not going to do much. See if he cares about it. In some crazy world, he might waste a Dispel on this. Wow. Absolutely, man. He's got Mana Leak up. So we could try to finish it off with Kolaghan's command. It just doesn't matter. I'm fine with this. Kolaghan's command is much higher priority than Dispel. Unfortunately, him drawing 3 Ancestral Vision is very good against us. But Hangerback can start attacking next turn as well. And him dispelling that, I think, was pretty bad. So he's just end up having to wrath our board anyways. He's going to see so many cards, though. This game's going to be rough. All right. Is this where we get pathed? Okay. Okay, this could be worse, I guess. Let's go ahead and Now I think we run this one into getting countered so that our Thought Knot doesn't get mana leaked. He might just discard though. Don't really do much else right now. I don't want to do that. He just doesn't do anything. I'm playing this game really slowly, and I don't know if it's correct or not. Maybe I don't know if we should just be jamming stuff, but we just have to try to make his mana leaks bad. He takes a long time to kill us, so I don't know. I actually do not know if I'm taking the right lines here, but I do know that the more we can do like this to make his his mana leak bad is what we want to do. So. I think holding the Kolaghan's commands is the right decision, though. Oh god, Cryptic. Now we can make him discard. Yeah, we've done ourselves so much damage, but we can make him discard and buy back Thought Knots here. I think that's what we want to do. And hopefully he doesn't have a land to discard. Oh, he did. Yeah, Ancestral Vision's going to come off, and he's got Snapcaster, Cryptic if he has a land here. He doesn't quite yet. This game's going to be real hard to win. And he gets to bottom a bunch of stuff he doesn't want, and then draw it all with the Vision. I have to draw like really draw Collective Brutality. Although I guess we don't have much to pitch to it. Oh wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, that's aggressive. He knows we can do so many things. Okay, that's annoying. Okay, I think we Thought Knot in Kolaghan's command. Kolaghan's command kill the Snapcaster, which you have to do because we're at 8. Make him discard. Whew. Oh, he's got the lock! Nice. For people who don't know, this makes us skip our next combat phase, and this blinks it. So you can just, run it back and forth forever. That said, we're going to get Exile's Venser here. So we can make him discard. I think that's correct. We make him discard because we get a card we care about one way or another and kill his Snapcaster. And then all he has is this, and if he goes in on that, we can path it, hopefully, the second time around. But either way, we're tapping out on this turn, so we may as well. Okay, I want you to discard, and I want to kill this. I don't want weird stuff to happen. Take random Snapcaster beats and die. Oh, so it's next turn he draws them all. Ooh, that's probably kind of good for us. Yeah, whatever. Who needs combat steps? He pitches Mana Leak as expected. So now I feel kind of okay. We get to play a Displacer here. Don't need a combat step to wreck his draw step. Yeah, you have no response. Probably save our second Displacer. Question is, after he draws, do I try to get him then? Play my land because another land next turn, if colorless land and specific, means that we have another Displacer activation. So the question is, do I try to blink the Thought Knot in his draw step, or blink the Thought Knot in response to removal? Because if he has a Wrath or whatever, it's kind of bad for us. But if he has Path or Snapcaster Path, we can't do anything about it anyways. And then it's better to hold it. I guess I'm fine if he Wraths. I think that's fine. I mean, maybe not. He's got 4 cards in hand. If we try to blink it now, we get no value, so I'm going to let him go. And there's... God, it's a Venser. Okay. Oh, God, lock in place. Punished. All he can have is Mana Leak or Dispel. And we turn on Mana Leak if we blink first. So, I'm going to have to blink this stupid Sonhor Dignitary so we're not locked out. Which is annoying. I'm sorry, blink. I'm going to have to path this thing so we're not locked out. The question is, do I Thought Knot him first and then path? I think so. Maybe we should have done his draw step. Maybe he doesn't even... I mean, I'm sure he plays Verdicts. Can't never path the Stonehorn Dignitary in my life. So yeah, he's figuring out if he wants to path it here. We have no basics to go get anymore. So that's unfortunate, but... gets a card out of his hand at least. God, Venser. Okay, so we want him to draw. Alright, there we go. Alright, we let him draw. Now we get to wreck something. Oh my gosh. I have to take this one. The good news is we can path this thing. And it's going to work. Also, he has no root. He has Blessed Alliance only. Blessed Alliance and Elspeth. All of which are problems, but we have an attack step here. Ooh, that's a good one. He just blocks here. I mean, do we throw away our Displacer to Blessed Alliance? Yeah, I think we have to. Oh, or I can let him draw a card and get damage in. That's not good enough, though. Or we just play Inbringer. We can let him have a turn of value. He's got... Oh, Elspeth's going to come down and wrath our board. Yeah. So we actually have to Thought Knot him. So this is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this costs 6, and that costs 3, so we can't do it. What we can do is attack this, hit Blessed Alliance, and we'll get rid of our Displacer, and then we will play second Displacer and displace his draw step to get rid of the Elspeth. That would kill our Thought Knot and Endbringer, and then our turn after that we can play Endbringer. This has been a crazy game. I kind of like his deck. I wonder if he can... Okay, I would say he could actually, like, probably figure out that we have a another Displacer in hand, just basis that we didn't take that out of his hand before we attacked. So I'm fine with this because... yeah, I'm really fine with this. Because now we get to... Unless he just ripped Path, which he didn't. Okay. Alright, see what he's working with. Another Blessed Alliance and Serum Vision. That's fine. We get rid of the Elspeth. We'll just run him out of win conditions. How about that? God. Ah, the value begins. Oh my gosh. That Serum Visions was insane. Oh, we may have just gone from a favorite to an underdog. He Serum Visions to draw a wall and then get Path on top of his deck. We are dead as hell now. That is just a little too late. And he's got that freaking Blessed Alliance. Jeez. Oh my gosh. Alright. Alright. This is our plan. We're gonna get freaking Vincer ultimated. If I attack, he just Blessed Alliances our guy. There's no way he just blocks and we get to kill his wall. We just have to do this. Yeah, Serum Visions into wall, into path. It's just insane. I hope this Imbringer is very good for us. Sure. Alright, have your life. Okay. The game plan is ride Imbringer to victory. I don't know how good of a plan that's going to be. He gets to draw all the cards. We have to keep this thing from ultimating next turn. Oh my gosh. His draws are insane. Oh, we're dead now. We have to rip. That doesn't do it. We're actually going to die. Serum Visions into wall, into path, into cryptic command. That's insane. No, I won't pay it. I refuse. Alright, Endbringer. So our out, for those curious, since he's going to ult this... Oh, I'm sorry. You guys can't see the Planeswalker. I've thought about this before. Okay. So those who don't know, he's got Vince up here. It just got up. I'm sorry, I should have caught this earlier. We've been working with it. He played it, and he just plussed it 3 times in a row. And it was on 9, and I wanted to be able to ping it twice or get at it for damage one way or another to stop it from ultimating. We were unable to do that. It now has 1 counter on it, and it's ultimated. So whenever he casts a spell, he gets to exile a permanent. So our out here is for him to not have a spell on this turn, which means, like, he just had to not top deck a spell, because I think he had land, but obviously he did, so we're dead. Well, maybe not. Because if we actually got to untap, which... Okay, it doesn't matter. Alright then. If we got to untap, we could have actually protected our Endbringer with Displacer and actually even pinged this dead. Enormously unfortunate. Yeah, the beatdown begins. God, that's so close to being good. The damage we've dealt to ourselves this game now coming back to haunt us. Because I just die to Colonnade if I play Smasher to kill Vincer. And if I don't, then we die to Colonnade. If I don't play Displacer, we can beat Colonnade with Displacer. Okay. So our only out here is for him to whiff on like 3 cards in a row. Because we have to displace his Colonnade when he attacks. Can you just activate them both? It doesn't matter, we just died. Okay. That game was insane. I thought we were in a good position. I thought we had played pretty well. Got to a good position. Vincer the Sojourner. All right, does any of this help? The only thing is like, is Wasteland Stringer better than Rat? I mean, Ratchet Bomb would have been good even. Just take the thing up to 5. The bolts are pretty bad. This is weird. I mean, maybe it's better to run Wasteland Stranglers just to try to process Ancestral Vision than it is to play Lightning Bolt that doesn't do anything. It doesn't kill the 1/4 Stonehorn Dignitary. Pressures Planeswalkers a little. We can kill our own hanger back instead of getting it pathed. That all seems really bad, actually. I don't know that I've ever boarded Lightning Bolts out, and I don't know if it's correct. But we lost that game to Ancestral Vision, not anything else. In fact, considering he had 3 of them that game, we did pretty well to be in it and be in a position to win. But keeping this, definitely keeping this. I think that the Wasteland Strangler Flame might work. I mean, that card is so central to his entire strategy. So, just running narrow cards to beat that may actually be kind of worth it. Because it beats down in the worst case scenario. And it's a May, you don't have to do it. I mean, those lightning bolts weren't doing anything, so. So he debated on his hand before keeping it, so. Just get my Blood Crypt here. Can I get away with fetching a swamp here? Maybe could. Maybe I could fetch swamp and save some life. I mean, playing greedy last game kind of cost us. It didn't because he drew a spell that would have killed us anyways, but we had a lot of good turns there to draw cards, so then we didn't. One of these has to get a Godless Shrine, so we'll just get it now. And go ahead and go on with the full Lava Axe again. Okay. This only gets instant or sorceries, huh? I don't want to take a Snapcaster. We just take the Elspeth now, though. Let him set up his early game. Because our Brutality is not going to catch his Serum Visions anyways. And this is the only opportunity we're going to have to get rid of Elspeth. It's a little odd, but probably worth it. I mean, this is more likely, I think, if we go Talisman and then play Brutality the turn after that, along with Displacer. I think that's the most likely way we actually catch a card with Brutality. We actually drew the basic swamp, so it's a little bit of a tilter, but... Okay. So I can probably... Yeah, there's no need for more modes here. I could play Displacer this turn. He has Snapcaster in hand, though. Maybe we don't want to do that. I could play this, play Relic. I think that's better. Don't need to mess with Displacer quite yet. Hopefully he's got some sort of removal here. Or a counter or something. I mean, hopefully we don't just whiff on... Okay, well, I guess that's fine. He just has 2 creatures. And we get to blank the Snapcaster. So, the real problem we're facing is the fact that we don't have any gas. He has nothing. Sure, he wants to make us pop it. It's fine. Still have to shock myself, and that sucks. This is fine. I guess. I mean, okay, double displacer's pretty good. Oh, we can't play double displacer. We can only play one, huh? That's fine. Yeah, I actually could have played double displacer if I had thought about the mana a little better. Sure, who needs attack steps? Yeah, we're so dead to him just drawing. Man. We're so dead to him drawing Venser. The game's just going to end if he draws Venser and we don't draw Dreadbore. We flooded out a little hard this game. I think we kept a 3-lander. Might have been 4. I mean, we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 non-land spells and 14 cards. One of them was a relic. Not great. Imagine if we were to draw Thought Knot, though. You'd actually be locked. I've thought about making these Mind Stones. Because it serves the same purpose. I don't know how I'm supposed to beat these things. I don't think I had ways to win these games. Yeah, we're just dead. This is so dumb. Yeah, we're going to lose to this unless we rip Dreadbore. So I may as well fetch at the end of his turn because that's like our only out. Yeah. I don't think we played that badly. I mean, his hand again, it was nothing. It was Stonehorn Dignitary Snapcaster. He got nothing out of Snapcaster. And then he ripped Venser right off the top. Just don't think we had other ways. I just don't think we could have played any differently. Dreadbore? That might be good. A little late. Would have been great when he had the Venser in his hand. Bye-bye Mana Leak. Okay, well. We don't have attack steps, but maybe we can mess with his hand. I didn't set a stop. Oh, this still works. Alright, what did he reveal, though? He revealed the... So we knew about that. We knew about the Ghost Quarter, too. So the Ghost Quarter's not new. That's what I want to check, because I misclicked through that here. It's not going to tell us. It doesn't show what he... Alright, I think we do this now. That way, if it's... He actually gave us an opportunity to... I mean, maybe we just keep him from ever casting. Maybe he just never draws instants. And he never gets to exile anything. If we get it on tap, we have a lot of mana to protect things from a Venser emblem. And we'd even get an attack step. Except, true Crypt, he's never drawn anything bad in his life. Alright. Ooh, this game was frustrating. It wouldn't have mattered if we went for that and as a draw step or not. Yep. No combat for me. Whatever, the plan's just a beat a Venser emblem. Oh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! What have we done? Alright, oh my god, we have life. Let's Thought Knot him. What is this? Holy crud. Consecrated Sphinx, get out of here. Dreadbore! Oh, and we get a Wreckage Draw Step again. What is this? Back from the dead. We're on our last possible turn there. If we get untap, I think we're going to win this game. No Ancestral Vision for you, I think. You can have another. The base thing we have to worry about now is the clock. But we're pretty far ahead here. Dreadbore is so clutch. I love that card in Modern. Do we have basics left? I want it my waist. Alright, so we gotta just manage the clock here. That's the biggest concern. The good news is we get our attack steps now. Alright, well, we get a Blankets Cryptic at least. Still don't care about Blessed Alliance, so we get the Serum Visions. We actually had we accomplished the achievement, the rare feat of actually blanking a Cryptic command because it had no legal targets. I think that is true. So this actually may have been a misplay. What I'm doing right now. I want to get the Blessed Alliance out of his hand, but if he draws Path, we get kind of hosed. Luckily, he did not. So I think the game's pretty over at this point. Get on in there with the team. What do I care about here? Anything? As far as I'm concerned, I'll just skip a combat. He's locked out of the game, so it doesn't matter. Combat is like far less relevant here than the lock. Still just playing against the clock, but I think we're going to be okay. Alright, he's got 3 lands. Okay. Oh, get on in there, friend. It's a free one. May as well save this, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this is fine. Actually, we're just going to play the Thought Knot. We are cutting this one close, that's for sure. But I think we're fine. We are cutting it very close, as a matter of fact. Yep, Serum Vision's down. He's got nothing but land. He dies next turn. Whew. What a game. What an insane match. Oh my gosh. I thought we were so dead. He was drawing so well. It was so frustrating. But we got there. Somehow in the end we got... I think I'm sold on Mardu. I think I'm sold on Mardu over Black-Red. The Black-Red build is nice. It's consistent. I think our mana is good enough in this deck. We can actually probably play something like a Cavern of Souls to improve, to make it even a little better and not suffer on the colored. because basically the white, we don't ever need to late game, so we don't want to path early. We don't want to displacer early. So the white mana has actually not been incredibly relevant, and it's not never felt choked on it. So I actually feel really good about this Mardu build, and having Displacer is just unbeatable. We don't get the Displacer Drowner combo, but just Displacer to protect your guys, and obviously to Thought Knot lock somebody like we did in that game is just it's just uncomparable to any other build that does not have that in it. So that was a nuts match that really showed the power of this particular build. So good game. Our opponent played very well. He also was fighting uphill battle a lot of those games and pulled one of them out and very nearly had that third one. So